Hey, Jeff Willis, Michigan Walleye Tour Director, 2023 season. Here we are, last stop of our qualifier, our points qualifier in Oscoda, Michigan. And I'll tell you what, this community has really just stepped up for us as a tour. The Michigan Walleye Tour, Saginaw Bay Walleye Club. I mean, we just can't say enough about Oscoda, Michigan, and all the people that are here, and all the businesses and sponsorships that have come forth. We just really enjoy it. This is a great stop of the year for us. We were here last year. We obviously wanted to come back again and put it on the schedule this year. And if you've never been to Oscoda, I just can't tell you enough. Come on out. It's a beautiful town. So much to do. They've got some of the best Lake Huron shoreline you're ever going to see. One of the things we get to do, and I'll be honest, as a director, and a lot of our fishermen, we get to do a kickoff event every weekend on our 4 main stops of the year. It is an event we call Meet the Pros. And what it is, it's our outreach to the communities that we're visiting, and it's a way for us to give back to the kids. And what we do is we just invite the kids to come out. It's free. We don't charge a dime to come in. They get to climb on the boats. They get to ask questions about fishing and electronics and boats and boat control. And it's one of the things we're going to continue doing in 2024. And I can tell you, everybody looks forward to it. It's a true highlight of our weekend. Here we are, last qualifier point stop of the 2023 season in beautiful Oscoda, Michigan. We've got 13 or 14 boats that are all within achieving the Team of the Year points position. So guys are hungry. You can see they're launching right now. We're getting them on the water day one. Weather, we've been watching it. It's been kind of our theme this year. We've got to watch the weather. So that's tournament fishing. So it looks like we might get a little wet, might get a little rain on us. But other than that, we're going to be okay. So let's get this thing started to finish off with what's been just an outstanding 2023 season.
We're going to cast these rock piles as long as we can, for as many as we can, and hope for the right 5. And we're just gonna float and work this as hard as we can.
This is my 4th year fishing the MWTs. First 2 I did as a third in my brother's boat, then bit the bullet. Decided I was gonna fish with my other brother and put my own team together, and never really looked back. We didn't knock it out of the park last year at all. We learned a lot, but then this year kind of putting the pieces of the puzzle together a little more, changing our tactics a lot from where we originally started.
You see it?
But it's constantly evolving. We're changing how we're doing things every day. Just depends on which body of water we're on and which way to go.
There, Mark. Make sure my rod don't walk out of the boat. Don't say walleye, walleye, walleye. That's a good one. I'll bring them right up to you, bud. Yeah, buddy. That's what we're here for, boys. That's why we're here. Right there. Good job, Andy. 22 on the head. 22. Feels like a pretty decent fish. Not sure the flavor yet, though.
We're gonna have to move you a little bit, though, Greg.
Yep, good one.
Get him, Andy. Get. Cool there, Andy. Get yours back.
Yep. 20, Mark.
How much?
20. So in the last 5 minutes here, we've put 8 fish in the boat. 2 nice walleyes, and the rest were sheephead. But keeping it interesting, that's for sure. And I got another one right there. Got you covered. Well, we've been basically having to filter through the sheephead and smallmouth bass, everything else to get to the walleye, but enough walleye seem to be mixed in that it makes it worth sticking around and been fishing in. So what I'm doing right now is called using a rip and wrap, and Andy and Mark are both using shiver minnow. Mine's a little bit slower presentation, and shiver minnow is more of an aggressive presentation, but both seem to be working about the same.
Hi, I'm Dan Zoller. Today we're fishing the MWT out of Oscoda, motored south down to Alabaster, working some shallow structure, pulling bandits and harnesses. Got some decent fish here pre-fishing. Got a couple second and third spots down in this area too, so decided to run south versus north today. A little slow start, but hoping they get going here pretty soon. Been fishing the tour this is my 5th year. John, Tim, and I have been fishing together. This is our 4th year. I fished with John and another guy the year before that. But we've been sitting currently in 4th place for Team of the Year, so need a good day today to be in it still tomorrow. So hopefully start whacking the big ones.
I'll say board, Dan. Right here. Yep, there's one.
Well, I'm going to be doing some work here. Working the migration at this time of year. A month ago, everything's down in Au Gres and slowly moving up. Big girls seem to be more up in Alpena, but our bite was not solid and wasn't confident with whether if we were going to get 5 fish there or not. We keep working up this coastline this time of year, and every week they're a little further north, so we're following them on the structure. Hopefully some of this wind pushed them in here last night, and if not, we'll have to slide out a little deeper in our next pass.
I'm John Robbins. I'm here fishing Sagamore Bay with Dan and Tim. Been fishing the tour for 7 years, on and off. Just trying to make it the championship and hopefully get Team of the Year here. So today we're training some cranks out with crawler harnesses and trying to get a pattern going after the big blow last night. So should be an interesting morning. Hopefully it's not too rough where we can maybe run around a little bit. It's supposed to blow later today pretty hard, so we're kind of worried about that. So hopefully we can get our 5 good ones here pretty quick before the weather picks up.
Designed for deep water and big waves, the Skeeter WX series offers no compromise performance, and the Solaris series brings the whole family together. Proven with 21 consecutive NMMA Consumer Satisfaction Awards. When you're ready to rule the water regardless of the conditions, the WX series will take you where you want to go in style, comfort, and safety. Bringing your family closer together fishing or skiing, the Solaris series can do it all. Skeeter, it's more than just a boat, it's a lifestyle.
I'm in, Cal. I'm in.
I'm right here.
Got it?
Yep. That's a walleye. Yep. That's a walleye.
There's one, big one. Andy hit Mark.
Got you covered.
Ready?
Yep.
Get him, get him, get him, get him, get him!
I got him. I got him.
Nice work, boys. Nice job, Marco. Nice work. Watch your feet, buddy.
So my daughter JC decided she's been making these bracelets now. She's been making them for herself and her sister and her friends, and I said, well, make me one. She goes, well, what do you want it to say? And I said, well, fish on, because that's what we need. We need a good luck bracelet. So I got my good luck bracelet on. Just need one more bite.
The bite's a little different than what it's been. It's been a shiver minnow bite, and it's really slowed down the tempo. I think the determination that we kind of come up with in our own heads is that the big rainstorm we got the other day and the thunderstorms kind of has the fish lethargic, and the reaction bite on the shiver minnow was the answer, but right now we're using hair jigs and rip and wraps. It seems to be the only way I can catch a walleye. We got 4 in the box, lost 1 at the side of the boat. Long story short, we need a couple more big bites.
All right, we're at 12:20. Got a lot of fish in the box, but definitely none of them are ones we're looking for. Had a couple good bites here at our 3rd spot, but they're biting very light. All 3 of them have popped off as they gotten close to the boat. not normal on cranks, but we just picked up our speed a little bit, try to make them hit a little harder, maybe get a little better hook set in them and see if we can upgrade a little bit here. Gonna take at least one more rip through here and then it's probably to spot 4. These guys I've been fishing with basically my whole life. Obviously Dan's my brother, so we've always fished together. John I've fished with since I grew up with his family, so since he's been in diapers, he's been in the boat with us. You know, we fish together. We get a father-son trip every year, the Auburn Walleye Association that we all started when we were 5, so we've been fishing group together for 40 years now, I guess, for me. So been together a while, know each other well on the boat, so work together pretty good as a team. Seems to work out all right. We just landed a double. One was our nicest fish of the day. Probably puts us at about 15 pounds, which is well short of where we wanted to be, but still got some time. We'll see what we can do here in the last hour and make one more rip over that spot, see if we can catch another one over 4 pounds and start working a little closer to 20 pounds where we want to be. So see what happens. Haven't necessarily had our luck with us today, but got time for that to change. That's more what we're looking for. Maybe not. Not bad. Probably 4 pounds.
18.94, gonna put you guys in 8th place. Pretty good fishing.
It was fun. It was a good day. Excited to do it again tomorrow.
Did you teach these guys anything, I hope?
Yeah, you had to watch over them.
Definitely trouble, definitely trouble. Just short of 2019.54. It's gonna put you in 9th place. Top 10, my friend.
Yeah, it was a good day. Glad we made the choices we made, and just hope for another one tomorrow. And we had good practice pre-fishing. These guys joined up with me, so it's pretty awesome.
Hey folks, Captain Lance Valentine here, and we are finishing up day 1 of the Michigan Walleye Tour, our last stop of the year of 2023, here out of Oscoda, Michigan, and right out in front of us is huge Lake Huron. Now these guys had a choice, they could go anywhere. We had no boundaries, so we've got teams that may be running 30, 40, 50 miles one way to their fish. Now, that's okay if it's calm. We had a little bit of wind today, a little bit of big waves. The guys had a tough time getting to where they were going this morning. Some teams actually got about halfway to where they were going, stopped, turned around, the water was just too rough. Now, what happens in big water when the wind blows? A lot of things. It changes water temperature, changes water clarity, changes water color, and absolutely repositions fish. So, not only do these guys have to deal with all of this water to try to pre-fish, figure out where their fish are, now they've got wind, they've got waves, they got current that are moving their fish. Our first place team, over 26 pounds. We had 7 baskets today, over 20 pounds. 10th place is right under 20. Join us back here tomorrow. We'll let you know what happens here at the last stop of the Michigan Walleye Tour in Oscoda, Michigan.
– 7 a.m. Let's go fishing. Boat 90, you're clear to go.
Well, we've got a trolling setup. We're running our cranks at different depths, obviously. We've got bandits on one side, and we've got flicker minnow 11s on the other side, trying to see if they've got a preference for one versus another. Yesterday they didn't. They hit both of our presentations. So that's our plan right now, and we'll probably be changing colors up a little bit here in a few minutes if they don't start biting for us. You know, yesterday was an interesting day because we got some fish right away. It was pretty rough. We sorted through some. We lost a really good fish, probably the biggest fish of the day, right at the back of the boat. Bounced back, you know, kept moving around, and ended up weighing 1663. So we're sitting in 31st out of the 90 boats right now. We're doubled up, Ron.
Yeah, this one ain't very big.
Put this on the board.
Been fishing for 55 years now. I'm 60 years old, and just been a tournament fisherman for probably over 30 years between walleye tournaments and salmon tournaments, and just adds a lot more excitement to fishing and the challenge of competing against the best guys in the state. Really enjoy being out here, and sometimes it's a struggle and sometimes it's real rewarding when you're doing everything right, but trying to figure out the puzzle every day, that's what makes it fun. So hopefully we can figure out the puzzle here today, because right now it's pretty slow for us. Just picked up another double, working on fish number 4 right now, so just need the size to get a little bit bigger, but we're not doing too bad. We're starting a little bit quicker than we did yesterday anyways. Need them to get a little bit bigger than that today, but we got 4 in the box, so we're starting out all right.
We're gonna head back where we picked up those last fish, circle back on it, see if we can upgrade, make our 5 fish bag a little bit better.
Hey, good morning. I'm Dave Cook, fishing the 4th stop of the Michigan Walleye Tour out of Oscoda. We're fishing out here next to the Charity Islands this morning with a ton of other boats. There's got to be 50, 60 boats within eyesight of us, but just hoping we can do something a little bit different and get a couple good fish this morning.
I graduated with Dave. He was the best man in my wedding. I was the best man in his wedding. We've been friends since we were 10 years old. Wow, we played football together and kind of how we met. And AJ is a couple years older than us, but graduated from the same school. He actually went away for, how long were you gone? 7 years down North Carolina, 10 years down North Carolina, then came back and we kind of hooked up, and he turned into a bass fisherman somehow, so we're still slowly trying to change him back into a walleye guy. But friends get together and enjoy the day, and hopefully things go right. I mean, that's all you can do is
Nice fish.
stay relaxed, focused, and keep fishing. Sorry.
There's a 4.
Yeah, that's 4
I think
pounds.
so, don't you?
I think so.
Feels like an upgrade fish though from what we have. 20. 10.
Yep, it's an upgrade.
We got invited to be co-anglers on the National Walleye Tour back in, I think, 2000. Met a lot of really nice people and saw, hey, this is a really fun thing to go do. And one of the things that provides me is it forces me out of my comfort zone. We live near Saginaw Bay, and we like to fish up there. Fishing's good, it's close to home. This tour, allows me to compete, meet new people, and fish new bodies of water. So many of the places that we're fishing on the tour are first times for me that I fished them.
Oh, he's got that other line. A little better one. Well, we rode for about 45 minutes without a nibble, and we turned around, run back into where we hit 6 or 7 fish this morning, and just doubled up. Got a decent upgrade fish, and we're gonna get a couple more upgrades here real quick. Another double. We keep getting our fish in 2s today. Ride and don't get nothing, and then when we get it, then we get 2. We ride and then we get 2. So hopefully the trend continues. Yeah, here we go. There's an upgrade, a little bit.
And this week, the deeper waters produced more fish for us and better fish. Now the fishing for us has kind of gone down each day. Earlier in the week, we were on a pretty good bag. We're able to spread out. We hadn't been in money boats. It allows us to run the program we're most comfortable with.
Right now we're running, a staggered set, and we're actually running 50+2 on a down rod, trying to see if we got fish right on the bottom that we can pull up. And it's worked for us the last few days, having a mixed spread like that.
Probably would have went back a little
We
farther.
probably went through what, 8, 9 fish so far. Better than what we were at yesterday at this time, but still hoping for a couple good ones. Probably only 1 over 4 at this point. Wind's picking up a little bit though, so hopefully get a good one.
They're all the same size. We need to get on a different class fish.
Just need a different one to bite.
Are they here? It seems like
I
they're
think so.
all the same size, seems like.
Yeah, that's kind of what we had yesterday, besides the maybe 2 of
We
them.
got 2 in, are we gonna pick
That's what I'm asking. What do you guys think?
Let's go back.
That should help.
Okay.
Right?
Make a few changes, maybe.
Make one more pass with plastic, maybe, and then go back to the dirt snakes. Nailed it.
It's not decent. Is it? It's an upgrade, I think. Just trying to make some upgrades. We got a few decent fish. We really need to, try to get one big one at least, or a couple more upgrades would be really nice. Nope. We have about a half hour left of fishing time. We're on our last troll here, just kind of stretching our pass out, and hopefully one of these bobbers goes back.
Sean France, code number 63. They are currently our new leaders of the tournament and our new big fish leaders. Let's talk a little bit, real quick, about what you guys are doing.
So we were trolling college. Well, the 2023 Michigan Walleye Tour season is a wrap. We just had our last day here in Oscoda, and what a tournament it was. Our winners had over 50 pounds of fish for 2 days, and as always, Lake Huron Big Water showed her teeth and made a big difference in where the fish were caught. A lot of our anglers talked about the wind actually moving their fish, making them more active or less active during the day. Colder water blew into some of our spots, and one of our anglers that was in the top 5 yesterday talked about warmer water being moved into their spot and shutting their bite down. So all in all, everything that could happen in big water happened. We had folks pulling spinners in open water, pulling spinners down the bottom, fishing crankbaits in open water, and pulling crankbaits across structure, and casting to rocky reefs. Everything you can do for walleye fishing, we did right here in Huron. The guys did a great, fantastic job of figuring out the program, dealing with the weather, getting back safe, getting to and from their spots safely, and putting fish in the boat.
Let's put that basket on there. You're going to need 1606 to take first place. There we go. There's our winners, guys. Chris, Jim, and Sarah. There's our winners, 22.99. There you go, bud. Great job. These guys have been on a roll.
Congratulations, guys. A second win this year. Bookends. You started with a win at the Saginaw River. Wrap it up here in Oscoda, our last stop. Obviously, you're going to make the trip to Sault Ste. Marie for our championship, but let's talk about what happened here in Oscoda.
Anytime we get close to Alpena, we 100% go to Alpena. We've got hundreds and thousands of dollars in fuel and hundreds of man hours in figuring that place out. It's very difficult to figure out, but it is one of those places, if you can pull 5 fish a day, you're going to be really, really hard to beat. There's a 2-week span in July that's really tough, where the fish are transitioning big time, and they're hard to follow, they're hard to find. When you find them, you can catch a lot of fish quick, but the hard part is actually finding them. And our pre-fish all week was bad. We were getting 1-2 fish a day, but we knew that that's where we needed to go, because that's where we're comfortable at. That's where we can shine if it happens. And we went up there. The fish showed up on Friday. They were a little different on Saturday. It took us a little bit of time to find them, but you know, we landed 7 fish yesterday and 5 of the right ones, and we landed 6 fish today, and there were 5 of the right ones again.
So are we fishing open water? Are we fishing structure?
Were you fishing more open water meat structure? Kind of what's your plan for getting these bigger fish?
You want to focus mainly on structure, and you want to follow specific types of structure. You know, the bigger the rock, the better, and you want wind-blown points. You know, any wind-blown point that is adjacent to deeper water, you know, 30+ foot of water, is gonna have walleyes on it if the wind's blowing on it. We were casting ripping wraps the last 2 days. They were hammering ripping wraps. Glide baits work, you know, moonshines, this and that. You can get them on jig wraps, you can get them on swim baits, but if they're biting ripping wraps, that's the way you want to go. But the important thing is you have to match the forage base. And we, you know, as a team, our painter Andrew, has spent a lot of hours fine-tuning his bait, you know, and that's the bait we use, and we have 2 patterns in that bait, and you can fish side by side with that bait compared to a stock ripping wrap, and it will outfish it 10 to 1.
All right, we'll see you guys up at the Sioux. Congratulations on a fantastic year. 2 wins, bookend the season. We'll see you guys up at the Sioux.
Appreciate it.